Good morning, Stampin' Up, crafters and friends. Actually, it doesn't matter if you're Stampin' Up. I don't know why I said that. Oh, I know why. It's because I had Stampin' Up in my head and on my computer while I was looking, and so I said it. Anyway, greetings, my fellow stampers and crafters. It is Tuesday, March 3rd, a very, very big day for Stampin' Up. That's what I really wanted to say. And so I just wanted to, let's get set up first, okay? Because I'm completely flabbergasted and totally out of my element at the moment. I've had a crazy busy morning and it's been insane. Okay, there we go. So if you're there, say hello, comment, share, so you can get into the draw. Good morning, Shell. Thank you for joining me today. I'm completely crooked here. Let me get straightened up. What the heck is going on, eh? So let me drop this side a bit and see where I'm at. Why am I so crooked? Ugh. So I've had a crazy morning already between soccer, crop, team questions, other things. It's been insane. So I'm glad you're able to be here. If you're catching the replay, make sure you use the replay, especially in my YouTube page, because I cannot put your name in the draw if you just like. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't give me a list of who liked, saved, and shared my page. So you have to comment so that I can enter you into the draw. And today's a big day, as I said. Whew, it's nuts. The March 2026 online exclusives have launched. So if you do not have a demonstrator, please assign me as yours. And if you place a minimum order of 60, I'll give you this week's kit. So, but if you place an order of 100, then you can also add in Notes of Spring and this week's kit. So it is a two-step stamp that is currently available now. I've just literally added it to my order. I didn't even hit submit yet, so hopefully my order goes through. But on top of that, if you're wondering how to get to 100, well, that's easy. I strongly suggest that you sign up for the Homemade Sweetness Bundle. Add that to your kit, because you need it for my mega stamp camp. And also it seems that every demonstrator in North America is currently promoting Homemade Sweetness. I'm part of many email newsletters, so there's lots of stamp camps and clubs that are using that. I expect it to sell out, so I've picked up a couple extra packages of DSP. So if you are planning on attending my Homemade Sweetness is so popular right now, I strongly recommend you register. Please register, because I don't want you in the point where I cannot get you product. It's lots of it is going fast. Card Buffet is also there, so that's something. If you want to also top your order, so I believe this is the stamp set for that is, I think, 78. So we also have 3 new kits, so you can get to 100 by adding this new kit. I don't have it, so it just released today, so now I have to order it, so it'll take me a couple of weeks. But you get standing clipboards, which is cool. This is more of like a home decor thing or a great gift to give away. And then you can either put these great radiant reminders. I think this is something I would put on my ledge in my living room. So I have this picture frame ledge, and I think this would be great for that. And then on top of that, you can either get the every little thing, and they fit on these clipboards, or you can create your own project. So I've added a QR code here, so I'll just hold it up if you want to pause the video on replay, scan it, and it'll take you directly to my page, and then you can easily add those and the product of the month to your order. Okay, and of course I wanted to use the colors for retiring soon, but I keep changing my mind. But they are on low. You know what's really big on low inventory is the reinkers. I don't even know if some of them are gone already. Card Buffet on March 28th. Please come. It's so much fun. And it's from 10 to 3 in Eli. So it's at Janet's Beautiful Barn. And it is amazing there. Like, and it's gonna be spring. So I would bring some rain boots or some comfy wet shoes, and I don't know what the trail is going to be like, but she's got a trail that wraps around, and during lunch you have plenty of time to enjoy a homemade lunch catered, and as well as take a walk because it's just beautiful there. Anyway, okay, so what else do I have here? Nothing else much, let me tell you. Okay, so that is a lot to cover, but I'm really concerned about this homemade sweetness, so please do pick it up. Okay, and I also even offer an opportunity for you to craft at my house, so that's a big bonus. Now, March Let's Get Crafty Club features the amazing and always used, which I featured, I believe, last week, the lovely arrangement stamp set or stamp bundle. Currently, the dies are on back order, as always. I thought it was officially now done, which is why I used it for this month. But now the dies are on back order, which is a shocker because it's been in my back order so many times. So you can get the stamp set because you're going to need it. And what I'm going to do in return for Card Club is die cut all the pieces you need. So I cannot stamp, it's part of our policy, but I can definitely die cut these out for you and the frames so that you can use them in Card Club. My Card Club, I'll show them later, and you will need this, so you'll definitely need the stamp set, but it's only, I think, $28. It's actually not badly priced. So I tried to use it today as well for our Tuesday card, but in my opinion, I don't think it turned out very nice. So this is what it is. In fact, I didn't even finish. So, and it opens up like this. This is the technique I wanted to share today. It's something I've been wanting to do, and so I thought I would do it. So Shell has shared a beautiful comment that another way to get your $100 purchase is a Paper Pumpkin subscription. Absolutely. And now is a great time to do that, because if you get a 3-month, that puts you just over the 100. So you'll get this week's kit from me of the cards I create. You'll also get product of the month for $5, and you'll also get an additional stamp set in your Paper Pumpkin kit. But you got to do that all this week. Just saying. Okay. So my card was not a ooh. Okay, the card is ooh, but not so great. I tried to use product of the month from last month because I haven't really been playing with it, and I wanted to give that to you all. But it's not really working out for me. And so I'm kind of disappointed. But I came up with something else. Well, I didn't really come up with something else, but I'm going to use different paper. And I was going to use the same stamp set, and I'm not too sure yet, which was Forever Florals, because that one's available. But then I was like, So anyway, let's see. We're going to wing it today. So, because I have nothing cut, purposely only because I didn't know what to cut. Because I did not like, let me tell you, I have all the pieces cut for this, for a second card, but I don't like it. But maybe I'm just too hard on myself. So you'll have to tell me. So I'm pulling out a new product that just launched today. And it is called, oh crap, what is it called? Because I didn't do my delicate, I didn't do my share sheet. So just give me a second here and I'll just look it up. I forget what it's called. And it's literally on the first page. Delicate Dreams. That's what it's called. So it's called Delicate Dreams. And it surprised me because I was like, well, it looks like a cute paper. It's, you know, paper. But what's really neat about this one, and I don't know if you can see it on the video as I shine through, there is copper that actually goes through this. We're not talking gold, oh, Delicate Whispers. What did I say? So it has copper, not gold, not silver, but copper, or bronze is I think what they call it. And here's the back side. So we're going to use this one. And then this one I think is directional. In my opinion, it's directional. So it's got that fun fold. And then the back side is that crumb cake color. So here you've got crumb cake. So you've got Secret Sea, bronze, crumb cake, mossy meadow. There's some gray granite. And for some reason, my ink pad is missing. So I'm worried it was missing since last crop. I seem to be missing some ink pads, which concerns me. And then you've got this Secret Sea here with all that bronze copper going through there. Stunning. And then the backside, which is a more neutral, which is the blues. Okay, like, actually I shouldn't say blues. This is hydrangea hue. So this is one of the new ink colors that is rolling out in May. So this color is new and will be available May. So hydrangea hue, it goes through here. And Shell shared a lovely tip with us that you can actually make hydrangea hue using 2 ink colors, Balmy Blue and something else. I forget what you said, Shell. So here's another one, and I think we might just fussy cut this one, or I will leave it. I'm gonna decide. But look at the nice pattern on the back, which would work fantastic with a masculine card, I think, because you got that nice checker. You could even throw that with match goals, whatever, the soccer one, I think. So I'm gonna try that later when I have time. Not. Here's another directional one, and again, it's got all that bronze through it. Love it. And then you got the gray granite on the back side. There you go. Which is stunning as well. I'm not going to use that one because it's directional. The card and technique I have for you is not ideal for directional. You just have to be very careful. And so here again, we have the hydrangea blue in like a watered colored look. So I love how the artist and designer created this one. Did you know like they paint images and then they take amazing photos and then turn it into 12 by 12s? That's how this works. So love it. And then how can you go wrong with this gorgeous linen? Like when you see it up front, it actually looks like linen cloth, but it's not. It's just stunning, you know? So the B side is just as great. Yes, Shell, I agree. Now, here's the fun part. I haven't finished my share, but there is a coordinating set that goes with this, and it's called Delicate Designs. So I guess you know Delicate Whispers, now you need Delicate Designs. And it's purely copper based. I love that, and that it's bronze. Here, I'll pull out, here's bigger samples of it. I'm gonna use probably one of these in the corner, I think. So these were my pieces I cut off earlier, so you can definitely see how pretty it is. And just so you know, there is nothing on the back side. So this is stunning as well. So that's called Delicate Designs. And this one's $15, but you get 6 sheets, so 2 of each. So let's use that one as well. Okay, so now to decide on what colors to use, because I'm completely going rogue. So let's put everything out of the way, and let's go with this as our base. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so painful to cut this up, but it's needed. Or what was the other one? Just let me double check what the other one was. I just want to, okay, yeah, let's go with this one. Just because I love that mossy meadow green on the backside. But then now we have to decide what we are going to use for our base, because now I've completely changed it up and thrown it for a complete loop-de-loop. And we're actually just going to literally focus on, you know, the paper. So, okay, I think we're going to use Secret Sea as our base. I think that works okay with the mossy meadow. Or I can go crumb cake. Oh, the decisions. Okay, while we do that, let's cut this. So I need a piece that's 8 inches. Now, this one kind of looks directional, doesn't it? Because everything's going this way. But I might be okay. I think, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna switch. That's me going cray-cray here and being a little worried. So, but I want that brightness. So we'll go with this one. Just because, oh, but then I wanted this one in the corner. Let me double check here. What am I doing? Okay, we'll go with this one. Okay, so I need a piece that is 8 inches. So I'm gonna cut off 4. Too bad, too sad. We're done. Too late. Okay, and then, so now I got an 8-inch piece. That should be 8 inches. Yep, I'm at 8. Just double checking because my brain is not functioning. And then I need a piece that is 6 3/4. Seriously, it's just not functioning today. There's just been so much happening. It's crazy. Yeah, because of the stems, it did look directional, which is disappointing, but only disappointing for this card. Okay, so now we're going to score it. I'm trying to decide which side I'll be able to see my... Okay, this is going to be my inside, and I'm going to use the other side. So I'm just going to score it this way so I know. So 2 3/4. So we're going to add a 2 3/4 inch score, because this is the corner I'm going to flip under. So we're going to go 2 3/4. Oh, that's 3 3/4. Make sure I get my measurements right. So 2 3/4. So you can all see better. So there's my 2 3/4. What a day. Okay, and then I'm going to rotate it. It's going to be one of those days, I tell you. And I have a late night because Bishop has soccer practice at 9 p.m. Who does that? Okay, so there's my 2 lines. Now I'm just going to score it so I can see it. And now this becomes my corner. So roughly there and there. Okay, I'm going to put pencil marks so you can see it as well. Or not scored properly. Okay, so I'm just going to add pencil marks so I know where it is. So it is there. And you can see it. And then I need another one right about there. So I've got 2 3/4, 2 3/4. Doesn't matter. And that's important because we're going to take this piece and I'm going to add a score, a pencil mark there and there. So you can see it because it's not sometimes easy to see. And we're going to take these 2 corners and line it up with the score lines. Right? So all we're doing is taking score line 1 and lining it up with score line 2 over here. Roughly there. And then same thing on this side. We're going to line up that score line to that score line. So you're folding this amazing triangle, which should be score line to score line if I did it correctly. And we're just going to fold that down. So it's like, oh, see, it's off on this side. Origami 101. We're roughly there. Okay. And then on this side, we're going to use our bone folder to make sure this stays creased. But I want to make sure I'm good. Okay. Then I'm going to take my bone folder now and crease those. Because now I know I'm good. And I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to erase all my pencil lines. Because you will see those. Okay. So the cute little trick here is these now fold in. So these 2, because will fold in, and this one will fold in like origami does. Remember those little origami squares we used to make, and we'd put things in it? Comments, you know, or actions or tricks or whichever. And then we're going to slide this up. And we're going gonna slide this one out. Make sure we're good. Our corner lines up. And mine doesn't, so I'm gonna fix it. It should line up straight. I thought I had it straight. Okay, make sure I'm grabbing the right thing. Also, what's sad is the stamp set, or is it the dies? The dies for this one is not available, so I can't show you that either, because I was gonna buy it. I was waiting for March. Don't need to buy everything in one month or right away, and now it's not available. Okay, so there we go. So now we have our fun fold. So pretty. Okay, and I think for this one, we'll go with Mossy Meadow as, well, we got lots of Mossy Meadow. You know what, I'm gonna go Secret Sea, because the Secret Sea is what's least shown here. And that'll bring it out. Now, I don't have Secret Sea here. And I have all my stuff like packed. So let me go grab some Secret Sea. Where is it? That's Night of Navy. And Secret Sea is right here. Found it. I think that'll pop really nice. Oh yeah, makes it pop. Okay, how you all doing today? It's pretty cloudy here in Winnipeg. What's it like in your end? It's supposed to be nice this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. So, 5 1/4 or 5 1/2. So we need a card base. So we're gonna go 5 1/2 as always. This one we're not scoring because we need a base, and I'm gonna cut it at 4 1/4. But the measurement on my rectangle was 6 3/4 by 8. 6 3/4. And then you score at 2 3/4. Okay, so then you end up with 4 by 5 1/4, pretty much by the time you fold this up. Let me just double check. 4, yeah, you end up at 4 inches. Yeah, 4 inches by 5 1/4. By the time you score everything to create this fun pattern. This is one card I've always wanted to create and add to my fun fold collection. I don't actually have it. So it's like, oh. So that's just going to get glued on like so. And where's my glue? It's not here. So, see how plus it is. Okay, so we're going to add that on here. I'll just put a little bit extra here because it's a fun fold, and whoever gets this will have a little bit of reminder. Like, it'll just open and close so many times, so we'll just want to make sure that that's sealed down really nice. So now you get that. Okay, so the inside, we need a piece of white that's 3 3/4 by 5, so good thing I have that one ready. And then we need, I think it's 3 3/4. Which means the other one is 4. Let's just check. 3 1/2. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the inside, so we need another layer here. So I'm just going to stick with Secret Sea. So we're going to go, so we were at 5. So we're going to go 5. And then 3 3/4, right? So we're just doing a 1/2 inch smaller. Right? So it's you're going a 1/4 inch smaller every single time. It's a typical way. I made one years ago. Yes, it's been around forever. Like, none of these fun folds are ever really new. They've been around forever and they just keep coming back. Okay, so that one's going to go there. So 1/2 inch, right? 5 1/2, 5 1/4, 5, and now we're going to go 4 3/4. And then the opposite way, 4 1/4, 4 inches, 3 3/4, 3 1/2. Get it? Super easy. Okay, absolutely. Like, I keep all my fun folds, and then when I'm stumped, like a sample of each one. So like, I will keep this one in my stash, and then I will come back to it and go, oh yeah, I forgot about that one, and then I'll create it again, right? Okay, so then now this one goes here. So here you would stamp, and because I don't have this stamp set, I thought it would be fun to pull out an oldie but a goodie. It's still actually available, Impressions of Bloom, and just use this one here. So I'm just gonna pull that one out, and I'm gonna use that one. And then I'm just gonna stamp it here in the corner without anything else. I mean, I could use the leaves, but I'm not gonna do anything else to just kind of match this flower. Now, this flower actually is very familiar, and I was gonna use it, but I didn't want to because you can't get it. But it's very close to the 2026 virtual card making retreat set, which is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. And you get 2 of them. So this flower is quite similar. So that's another option. But if you find another set that matches, by all means, bring it on. Okay, so we're gonna grab this, and we're gonna pick up our flower and our paper, apparently. And I'm just gonna use Secret Seed and stamp it in the match corner. Okay. I think at crop I'm gonna sit there and literally re-ink all my stamp sets. And there we go. So we have that kind of little, you know, matchy match in a way to what exists in here. Because not so much on this one, but let's pull out this one here. You've got kind of, you know, the watercolored looking patterns, right? So that's pretty much what I'm just trying to get at. And in fact, I could take some of that and just mix it in there. Okay, mix colors together if I wanted to. I just dropped all my paper on the floor. Hookily dookily. So I'm not gonna add a sentiment. That's for you to do. And also it does, we're down to 3 and what did I say? 3.5. So, you know, it's pretty tight already for space if you want to leave words of your own. And, you know, to and from by the time you add that in, right? Ookily dookily. And I'm going to throw that in there. So if you haven't attended one of my crops, which is this weekend, and you're not doing anything, I may actually have a spot for one more person. I think we may have a last minute cancellation, literally last minute. So if you're interested, message me or comment below and I'll connect with you. So, or if you know of anyone that would be interested in coming, please do let me know. That always helps too. Okay, and what's kind of cute is you see that peeking flower there, so we could add, that works really well. I love these sprigs, but again, there is an oldie but a goodie that probably has one of those. Okay, so, oh, that's crooked. I can see that it's crooked here in this corner. Oh well, I apologize. I probably cannot lift it up. Ooh, let me see. That's risque. This paper, Seal Plastic's pretty darn good. But because we have some foil on there, I might be lucky. Hang on. Be gentle. Oh, I'm so lucky. Okay. I think I can shift it. Or it could be that my folds were not so pretty. And sorry, I just got to lift it up because I really did not like that corner. Okay, I think I'm better now. It kind of looks like, or it's just deceiving. Okay, I know, I think I'm better now. Okay, awesome. Yay! Okay, so I think on here I used different colors. So I went like pink, you know, whichever. So we could go a different color on the front, but I think I'm going to stick with the Secret C and just keep building it up. So let me grab another one. And what was my measurements on this one? This one is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So we're going to grab our Secret C and go 2 3/4. So I'm going to cut it this way, 2 3/4, because then I get 2 pieces and I can use it again for something else. By 4 1/4. Okay. So that's going to be our front base. That's going to go right here. So you see we cover up quite a bit of that pattern, right? And then we're going to grab a piece of white. So I'm going to grab basic white. So we're going to go 4 by 2 1/2. So let's see here. 4. This is just scrap. By 2 1/2. I always have one sheet of basic white dedicated for scrap and cutting and whatever. So then that way I have something to work with. So that works that way. Now, because I said this is all about the designer series paper, we got that going. We're going to pull in another piece. And this is where I'm going to go directional and pull in this one. So I'm going to pick and choose my corner so that way I have something fun for the front. So let's see. Maybe, you know what, I think I'm going to swap my white out so that I can get more of the blue in there. Yeah, I'm going to swap that. So what did I say this was? So I need 2 1/2. 2 1/2 by 4. Okay, that's perfect. So this is directional. So I'm going to do my 4 this way. Nope, I need my 2 1/2 this way. So I'm going to go 2 1/2. It's going to cut it off. It's going to cut it off anyway. So I'm going to go 4. Because I don't want to let it cut off. And then, so my 4 is my height. So I'm going to go 4 again. This is me being picky on where I want. And then I want 2 1/2. So this is the side I want. So then I'm not wasting so much of my papier. So 2 1/2, right? There we go. Now I still got my blue in there. Strategically using everything up. And then now I have a beautiful paper. Again, with the bronze in there. And that'll go right on top. And then you can kind of see the flower popping out on that side. Okay, I like it. I like it so far. So now we need a sentiment. And then the sentiment I wanted to use, well, we can use the Lovely as a Blossom, but I'm just going to use one of the products of the month, I think. And I just want that one that says to a fabulous friend. Okay. And this actually would make a great sympathy card as well. I think it's the right colors, but you know. And let's see, to a fabulous friend. So we're going to need a big block. It might be too long, so I'm just going to double check. Oh, it is slightly long in a good way because, although that happened with my other one, so I did go, okay, I'm going to switch. I lied. That's not going to work. This is what happens when I don't have a plan. So I'm going to put that back in its case. And we're going to switch to Lovely Arrangements because there is so many amazing sentiments in that one and works so well with what I want to go with. So we're going to use this one. And we are going to use, I'm going to use Hello Friend. I was going to use Sending Smiles, but I'm going to use Hello Friend. So we're going to use that one. Get a block and grab our Hello Friend. And I probably could use the leaves from this one. Oops. But I don't think we're going to need it. I'm sticking to the DSP on this one. And we're going only DSP. My favorite part of watching other people create, seeing their choices of color. Personally, I would have chosen crumb cake. Oh, yeah, that is a good one. Or mossy meadow, but I'm probably it's a secret sealer. Yep, that was on my list too. But you see, my thought process, and you know, is I always like to choose the color that is least used, because then it kind of, to me, it makes it look like it pops more. Whereas when you have, I would not have chosen crumb cake at all because it's just so much in there. So I would have, but to your point, Shell, I would definitely, like, I would have did Secret C, crumb cake, Secret C, I think is what I should have did, in my opinion. So always a great way to redo the card again because it's so much fun. And if I was to use this one, this top part would have been folded over, but I think it would have been okay. And then what would have been neat is that you would get that whole mossy meadow on the inside. You know, so this is where the paper just does the work for you anyway. So I love that fact. So now let's grab, since I have so much scrap lying around. And then I'm going to use Secret C. It's my favorite color, to be honest. I'm not a big, like, Night of Navy has always been my go-to color. And now, after they gave us Secret C, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know. Okay, so I've purposely put that in a position that I'm hoping is going to be in a good position, because then I can use the leftover piece for another card. And there's a thought on that. So, anyway. Let's see. Now I need the coordinating die. So Lovely Arrangements die, which is this one. See, it fits perfectly. And I'm wondering if I can reuse this as a challenge for myself. So I'm going to make sure that that's nicely centered so that I can reuse this for another thought process. Anyway. I'm going to run that through my emboss and cut machine. It's just right here. Now if I can find the cover, because I scrambled this morning. I'm usually up early anyway, but this morning I had a couple things to do, which then turned into a million things to do. And I was like, why am I so busy? Why didn't all this stuff pop up? Anyway, not too happy about it. Okay, so there's my negative, which I want to reuse, and then there's my hello friend. Okay, so now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to reach over here and see if I can either use, okay, my thought pattern is to use either, now we have Secret C because it's available, so the new organic Rick Rack, which is also available in release today, is not available. It actually coordinates with Cute as a Bug, so I'm kind of disappointed on that one as well, but we can make do. So we have Secret C, which is our standard here, or I can use Crumb Cake from here, which looks like I'm very low on, but I'm wondering, my thought is, and I could be crazy, I'll grab my ribbon scissors. What a cool fun called DSP. Oh, hello, Monica. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you're feeling better. Just so you know, I might actually have an opening, so if you actually change your mind of coming to crop this weekend, I probably can accommodate. Let's see, did I cut a long enough piece? I don't think I cut a long enough piece. So, I was too much babbling. Too excited to see Monica show up. So, because I haven't seen her in a while. A long while, right? It's been forever. Or chatted with her. So, I'm going to see if I can pull this off. I don't know. You know, it is tips and tricks and technique day. So, you know, all the T's. So, you know, you never know. Okay, I'm going to open that because I just let it go. So that wasn't very smart. Because now I'm going to get a crooked spot if I can't see it. So there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take 2 of these. See if I can do it. See if I can pull it off. And I'm going to make a bow, a double bow. I think I'm slightly off. Yep, missed. Let's try that again. I missed. So I'm going to try and make a small bow. It's fraying a little bit, as expected, but not so bad. I've not cut this ribbon before, so I wanted to see if I could do it. Hey, not too bad. So now we have a double bow. Sweet. In Secret Sea. It's Secret Sea love today. Okay. We're good. So, like I said, DSP is doing all the work. And we're going to add that there. I don't even think I need to add embellishments. And we're just going to put our bow there. Perfect. Yay, recovered from my poor design. I mean, it wasn't a poor design. It's just the paper and the stamp set and everything just did not coordinate well. This is why I love Stampin' Up. Because, yeah, exactly. I did it. Oh, hello, Christine. Glad to have you here join us as well. See who else I missed. So this is going to go there. And I love the fact that you had that little whoosh of paper there. So I'm roughly there. So now here's the trick. You got to kind of know where to put that adhesive. So I'm just going to, you know, add a couple lines here. And hopefully I didn't go overboard. And I'm just going to make sure I can see some of that and that I'm kind of centered from the card base itself. And then this is going to go here. I think I'll go right below that pattern line. So where the fold hits. And then we'll use dimensionals for that one. Just going to cut off a strip here. And we'll pop that here. And then line that up. Oops, just fell down itself. So I just want to make sure I'm good. So it's about the bottom third. Let's make sure I'm straight. Okay, and then we just need our bow here. I think I will, debating if I should put it under. No, I'll just put it over. Who am I kidding? And we can cut that down. So add my dimensional, or sorry, my glue dot, and we'll add that right on the edge. So it's literally right on the edge of our label. And then I'll just trim the end. So I'm going to make one a little shorter than the other so that you can tell it's a double bow. And then let's see if I can pull these two apart so you can see it's a double bow. My fat fingers let me. Come on. Come on, come on. Good morning, Janice. Thank you for joining. So there we go. And we're good. Okay. And I don't think it needs embellishments because, although I do have copper embellishments, but I think it's got enough bling in the paper. So there is our final product. Oh, we're not done. I lied. We still have to do the corner square. I forgot about this one. We're not done. We're not done. So let's see. I have a couple pieces of scrap still. Oh, perfect. So up here, I think that's 2 3/4. So we have to go 2.5 inches. Let's just double check. Yeah. Okay. So I need another piece. 2.5 inches. So I'm going to stick to Secret Sea because I'm going to use the bronze. So let me just double check that before I cut. Yeah, it is 2.5. Okay, so 2.5 by 2.5. Okay. And then I'm gonna pull, because it's a smaller square, I'm gonna use the leaves. And we're gonna go 2.5, just because it's a smaller square. Now I could use this one too, because then it kind of matches the pattern. You know what I mean? Good morning, Kathy. I don't know, which one do you like better? Leaves or plaid? You tell me. You tell me while I glue this down. I should have enough. I know there's a little bit of a weight, so someone tell me which pattern to use. And then I'll glue this down, which goes up here. So funny how I almost forgot. I swear, I think I provide good entertainment. So again, I may have a cancellation for my retreat, unfortunately, last minute for the crop. So if anybody knows of anyone who may want to come, even for, you know, a day or two, if they can't come the whole weekend, please send them my way. I think we're right in the corner. There we go. Leaves. Okay, I got a comment from Shell. She's the first one. Leaves. So I did that one at 2.5. So that means this goes at 2.25. And we'll pull that off and then go 2.25. There you go. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, 2.25. Yeah, okay, yes, that's true. The plaid does clash. Thank you. And then we'll just add that right there in the corner. So we'll grab my Seal Plus again. There we go. And sticky. Add that right there. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now we're done. Oh, and Kathy just said black. But I went with the first, so. There we go. We are finito. So here is the finished product. So it looks like that. It says hello friend. And then you pop it open. And this is a great way to show off double-sided designer series paper. And you got that little corner there where you could do a little something, but I just use the designer series paper and then your spot to write your little sentiment and your personal. So here was my original, which I did not like, and it uses last month's product of the month right there. And I used a whole mashup of different products. So I used lovely arrangements, and then I also used oh, what's it called? The one we used yesterday, Forever Florals. So there's my two designs, and then you open up this one, and then you open up this one, and then you can see the change in the different. I love the pattern though on that side for product of the month, but I just couldn't get the right stamp set to go with it. That's what's great about our suites, is you don't have that issue. If you buy the whole suite, you'll never have an issue of trying to find the right stamp set and dies to actually cut out. So here we go. So this is Delicate Whispers added to your collect to the order today. And if you place a minimum order of 100, you'll get the new product of the month, which is the stamp set. I'll give you the pieces to create this card and all the cards this week as well. And if you comment, like, share, then you obviously get in the draw to get my cards. So that's all I wrote. So have a great day. Enjoy, and we shall see you again tomorrow morning. Happy stamping.